landscape quite like this in all your life. So welcome back to the Rolling Richardsons. We are still in County Mayo. I'll tell you the story about this morning in a minute, but we are at the Dula Valley Famine Memorial, which I'll tell you the story about in a minute, but this is a very, very special place. Okay, as magnificent as this place is, I can assure you that the climate here is different, and I really hope you can hear me because the wind is flying through here. It was not like this anywhere else this morning. Also, it's desperately freezing here. But this memorial marks the spot where hundreds of very, very, very hungry, starving people that had absolutely nothing left came and were turned away at the time of need. I've got some notes just to make sure I get it all completely correct, but basically everybody knows about the Great Potato Famine in Ireland. In this place in particular, I mean, on the way here we drove past the National Famine Memorial, so I think County Mayo in particular suffered very badly during the potato famine. But sometimes small amounts of relief would be given to the poor people in terms of money or food. Not a lot, but sometimes they got something. But on the 30th of March in 1849, hundreds of desperately hungry men, women, children, elderly people tried to come here to get just that relief from the hunger and starvation that they were going through. They were told that they would need to walk about 12 miles, 20 kilometres to a place called Delphi, where there were law officials that would sort them out, that would help them and would give them this relief. They walked there through these conditions in this climate, and I can tell you I am freezing to my core. It is summer and the rest of the day I've been quite warm. Here is different. They're traipsing through this terrain, following sheep tracks in 1849 as well, so a bit different. They were told they needed to walk before relief would be granted, so they attempted to make the walk. Parents were carrying children because they were too weak to walk. People died. They were buried where they fell. They were incredibly weak. When they got here, essentially, they were turned away and told that they needed to go back. Can you imagine that? And the return was the fatal part, and many simply didn't have any strength left. So they tried to struggle back through the valley, but many just collapsed on the road. And this is why this memorial is here in this beautiful place to mark what happened. It's so sad. So the reason for this memorial isn't just because of the hardships those people had to endure, but it's the devastating consequences of rigid bureaucracy and administration of the poor law at that time. They weren't simply a victim of crop failure. They were required to undertake an impossible journey whilst they were already on the brink of death. Well, I've started today's video off on a bit of a sad one. It just happened to be where I am at the time. But yeah, welcome to the Rolling Richardsons. We do all sorts around here.
Siren again.
Okay, now we're at a very wet and windy Asley Falls. This is another hopefully beautiful waterfall. We sat in the car and waited until the torrential rain was over, but somebody's not happy, they've got their rain jacket on. Anyway, let's go check it out. Okay, there she is, and this waterfall meets Calary Ford, which is in Galway, just on the border of Galway and Mayo. So essentially we're 1 kilometre away from Galway, so this video will not be a Mayo part 2 as planned, but will probably be just the start of the Galway video, because next up we are heading to Galway to park up for the evening. But anyway, thank you Mayo, you've been wonderful, and I'll see you in Galway. So rather stupidly, on this little path, I thought because I just started the video and had done no sort of real introduction. It was because, so we left the campsite this morning and then we went to a little town called Westport, which I didn't film because it's the town centre. Ooh, that's leading down to Asley Falls. It's quite sweet, really. Sorry, I'm trying to watch my footing. You know, I just didn't think people would be interested in it. It was a really nice town centre, and even better, it was really dog friendly. So any shop that I wanted to go in, we could go in, which was useful because after yesterday and the spiky things and the sodden trainers and socks. By the way, thank fuck I've got a diesel heater, because it dried everything out really well. I thought I'm going to get some like waterproof shoes. I was looking at their walking boots and stuff, all like €200, but then I seen these little like half pink wellies that were nowhere near that price, so it was awesome. So I got those, a pair of waterproof socks, so I feel like I'm prepped now for more of this sort of thing, and the weather is not set to get any better. I take back what I said in my last video about not minding rain. Rain in a van is mud and mess, and I'm not here for it. Also, not only am I thankful for the diesel heater, but the fact I've got a drying room. As up to now, I haven't needed it, didn't think I ever would need it, but it's a bloody miracle, so that's good. And so we had a little coffee there, another dog friendly cafe. It was really nice. And then after that, what did we do after that? Oh yeah, drove to Dula Valley, the famine memorial, which you've seen at the start, and then on the way we passed the National Famine Memorial. So I think Mayo maybe was the county that suffered worse than potato famine, and again didn't film that, mostly because the Garda was literally right in front of it, so I thought I better not whack a camera out. Don't want to be getting in trouble in Ireland. So yeah, at the end of Mayo I do the introduction for Mayo. Well done. But anyway, back to see you in Galway. Welcome to Galway. So this is Calary Ford. This is where that waterfall that we were just at, just across the border, like feeds into, and apparently it's Ireland's only ford. I'm not even sure what a ford is. Hang on. It is where glaciers have forged a U-shaped valley. There you go. Every day is a school day, right? Good morning, campers. I went for the grey today. It is like ombre, so not just like pure grey, but today warrants a hat on because it was like torrential wind and rain last night. The van was rocking. Did have to whack the diesel heater on this morning, so again very thankful that I have that. I've got my new little half wellies on. I have to say they're very comfortable, not necessarily the most fashionable, but that's fine. And my waterproof socks, so I'm ready and prepared for today. We were gonna go to Calmore Abbey today, but it's pacing it down. He's not allowed in, and it's the same price to just walk the grounds as it is to walk the grounds, the Victorian Gardens, and actually go in. So we're just going to skip that. I'm going to go to Connemara National Park and hope that we can get some shelter from the rain in the woodlands. And you are going to be even worse looking than you are right now. I'm desperately trying to find a groomer for him, but dog groomers like Bobby, if you're watching this, you know you're booked up for weeks if not months, so trying to get one at that specific time where you're going to be in that specific place is really, really, really hard. And I don't really fancy giving it a go myself because I just can't be trusted. What we'll do though is I will show you where we parked up last night, where I said welcome to Galway, just round the corner. So we're still at Calary Ford. But yeah, that was the backdrop last night. Obviously the tide's out at the moment, but that probably explains why the weather was just so wild last night. But yeah, lovely and pretty epic to have as your back garden view. So let's go to Connemara National Park. Okay, we're at Connemara National Park, and thankfully the rain has stopped. Just looking to see what trails we can do because the visitor centre appears to be shut. So I reckon we'll go for this one, Lower Diamond Hill Trail. Only 3 kilometres. Just wonder where the hell that is. Well, I don't know. There's a blue arrow that I didn't see, so that's a good sign, isn't it? Come on, bub. It's actually really busy here, so I was lucky to get space. I thought it wouldn't be because of the weather, so maybe bear that in mind. But it is free to explore and free to use, so that's really good. And also he gets a nice walk out of it and a nice pee. Also, I forgot to say when I was in that car park, it was a really nice little park up last night actually, apart from the hideous wind blowing in, but I was comfy cozy in bed with the heating on, so I was absolutely fine. But there were wee shops there, grocery shops, there's 2 pubs, there's like a little craft shop thing there. The pub was pretty rammed, so I didn't film because Mayo had just won the All Ireland Gaelic Football Championships. But I went there for dinner and got a couple of Guinnesses and an Irish stew, mostly because I wanted to see what it was like and if it was anything like the Irish stew that I know and make myself. It was nothing like it at all. It was delicious, but it was entirely different. So I put a picture on. I did take a picture. The Guinness was good. Had apple pie for dessert. So if you are needing a park up around that area, definitely go for there. I do feel a little bit lost in the wilderness here. Enjoying it, buddy? I've binned off both our jackets because it's roasting. This is like a constant uphill, but I feel like we're actually in the clouds. You know, you can feel it like the mist on your skin. Yes, it must be fairly high. We have just sort of been going gradually up and up and up. Yeah, it's alright. I don't know if I'd make like a special effort to come back again, but it's alright. It's on the way. We're going, so may as well stop and give him a little walk. Something that's different from a beach, even though we probably prefer a beach. Just not a beach day, is it? Right, so it's been a bit of a day so far. Went to Connemara National Park. Wasn't blown away. It's just a walk. No epic scenery or anything like that. And then I don't even know if I put the footage in. I barely got any footage because there was no footage to get. I was due to do, and I did do, the Clifton Sky Road. It's supposed to be a really nice drive, really nice views, but there was just cloud. I couldn't really see very far in front of me. Loads of cars in single track lanes trying to pass. So I gave up on that really. I just came off it, and then I went to go to Clifton, which is supposed to be a nice little town. It did look like a nice little town when I drove through it, but I could not find anywhere to park whatsoever. So I had to just keep driving. Didn't have sat nav going because I've got nowhere to be going to. So I just had to keep driving until I could find somewhere to pull in. So I'm bloody starving now. I don't even know what time it is. 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna have some lunch, reset, because I'm feeling a little bit like pissed off with the world, and see what the plan for the rest of the day is. See what ChatGPT's got to say. Basically, I just don't think this county has every county is going to be different, right? I just don't think it's got the same sort of attraction, viewpoint, the same as Donegal and Mayo. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think I've come up with a plan. I think it's just best to chuck up today as a bit of a fail day, and that's okay. Not every day can be filled with epic, wondrous scenes, events, whatever, and that's okay, but I need to come to terms with the fact that that's okay. So this is the location. Look at the colour of the water, even on a grey day like today. So this is Dogs Bay Beach, and on the other side of the sand dunes is another like horseshoe shaped beach called Gerting Bay, and it's called Dogs Bay because the sand dunes in the middle look like the shape of a dog's bone, so hence Dogs Bay, and hence why we're bringing this doggy. Oh Ricky, come in, this is literally a beach for you. It's a dog's beach. It's not actually a beach for dogs, it's just called Dogs Bay. I mean, I have to say, I am glad I came. And could be the highlight of the day, because that water is such a blue colour and the sand is so white. You're on Dogs Bay. Come on in. There he is. Initiate puppy mode. Let's go. Fish. Also, have you ever seen water that clear? It's a shame you can't see the view. Okay, so as we're walking back to the car now, gonna get caught by the waves. I think I can tell you the plan. So I'm just gonna drive to a park up now. Write today off as a bit of a travel day. Not the world's greatest day, but remember, that's fine. And then get up tomorrow morning and just go straight into Galway city, check out the city, stay overnight in Galway. Again, this is all dependent if I can get a parking space in a very, very, very popular, busy city. But that's what we're going to try and do. And hopefully we can get a couple of pints there as well, as long as we've got a secure overnight space. So, with any luck, if everything goes right for once, as of tomorrow, I will see you in Galway city. Okay, so what feels like for the first time in this vlog, something has worked out. So we got to park up in Galway city centre. We're at the train station. It is by no means pretty, but it's €7.50 to stay for 24 hours. And actually, if you think about it, how much is a hotel in Galway? So I'm pretty pleased, seems safe enough. So yeah, let's go and explore Galway city centre. Okay, so we made it out of the train station. It's literally just across the road to Eyre Square, which seems to be like the little meeting point. It's like just like a little bit of greenery in the middle of the city. Bumped into two really lovely ladies who were just chatty, and so nice. So hopefully that is a sign of what Galway City has for me today. So I'm just going to take you for a little walkabout and see what we see along the way. But hopefully we enjoy Galway and you enjoy seeing Galway too.
She said, come in, son, and make me father, and play for to please him, the old father.
Dark hair, would we must wear, the life I one day rule. I saw the danger and
It sounds so bad at the moment, but we're dealing with it.
Thank you so much. Cheerio. Thank you. And that, my friends, is the end of Galway. I did do a sign off last night, but even I've not been brave enough to watch that footage back because I'd had a lot of Guinness. So I thought I'd film another one the day after, a hungover one, because I'm guessing I can't use that footage and I don't even want to watch it. So thank you, Galway. It's been a blast. Absolutely loved Galway city centre. Last night there was lots of Guinness, there was lots of traditional music, there was lots of chatting to loads of different people, Irish people, Canadians, Americans. Yeah, really nice vibe, and I would strongly recommend, if you've got a stag do or a hen do or anything that you need to plan, definitely consider Galway because it was friggin' awesome. It would have been really, really fun if I'd had the girls with me. But we still had fun on our own and we made friends. Very friendly city as well. So I'm going to have my coffee, try and relax and recover. And then the next time I see you, I'll be in County Clare, where I am assured that there are some amazing sights to be seen. So really looking forward to it. And until next time, guts over fear. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. See you later.